In the strange and obsessive world of royal gossip, it doesn't take much to turn a whisper into a wildfire. One offhand comment, one missing piece of a timeline, and suddenly an entire alternate version of history is born. And right now, few rumors are burning hotter than this one, that Meghan Markle may have had a secret child long before she ever met Prince Harry. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? But this story has layers, names, sealed documents, and a mysterious missing year that won't stop haunting online forums. Let's rewind. Meghan's official biography is polished and straightforward. A California childhood, Catholic school, a gap year, then Northwestern University. Clean, simple, drama-free. But skeptics insist that gap year wasn't about travel or self-discovery at all. They claim it was a cover for something far more complicated. A brief teenage marriage to a man named Joe Giuliano, and, even more shocking, the birth of a daughter who would now be in her 30s. If that were true, it would completely rewrite the story of who Meghan Markle is. The elegant duchess, the symbol of modern royalty, suddenly reframed as a woman who left behind a secret family to chase her ambitions. The Giuliano name keeps reappearing in this tangled web. Internet detectives have pieced together scraps suggesting Meghan and Joe were briefly married, and that the relationship moved faster than anyone realized. Some say a child, a daughter named Noel, was born around 1999, and that's where the trail turns murky. If Noel exists, why has she never come forward? And what about those sealed court records in Nevada, linked to Meghan's teenage years? That secrecy is what fuels this story. If it was just a youthful marriage, a quick annulment, or a mistake from long ago, why keep it hidden for decades? Why seal anything at all? Hollywood and royalty both thrive on image, and Meghan has built hers on authenticity and honesty. She's the woman who speaks her truth, even when it clashes with the crown. But if she did have a hidden child, it would shatter that image completely. That's why this rumor refuses to die, because it threatens the very foundation of her carefully crafted identity. According to some versions of the story, the Giuliano family raised Noel in silence, while Meghan pursued acting in Los Angeles. Some even suggest they protected her, covering for her, shielding her name, ensuring her past stayed buried. That paints Meghan not as a victim, but as a strategist, someone who traded family for fame, and that's a narrative people can't look away from. It's one thing to outgrow old friends or distant relatives, but abandoning a child? That's the kind of rumor that sticks forever. Fueling the speculation even more was a curious moment caught on camera. During a Netflix chat with Chrissy Teigen, Meghan joked about a child you've never heard of. She laughed it off, but the internet didn't. Was it an innocent quip, or a sly nod to the very rumor she knew was circulating? Once that clip hit social media, analysts dissected every frame, every smirk, every pause, every shift in tone, treated like a clue in some royal mystery. Then there's the filmmaker connection. A controversial documentarian, Ulrich Grunwald, reportedly stumbled on whispers of the hidden daughter while researching Harry, the lost prince. The film itself never mentioned the child, but once the rumors surfaced, online forums went wild. Every old photo, every timeline gap, every unverified claim was spun into evidence. And here's the strangest twist. The name Noel already exists in Meghan's extended family. Her estranged half-sister, Samantha Markle, has a daughter named Noel Rasmussen, who's now in her early 30s. That coincidence sent conspiracy theorists into overdrive. They claim Samantha's Noel isn't her daughter at all, but Meghan's, raised under another identity. Of course, there's no proof, no birth certificate, no DNA test, no confession. But in the world of gossip, lack of evidence becomes its own evidence. Still, the speculation keeps spreading because there are just enough unanswered questions. The sealed court files, the unaccounted gap year, the missing details in Meghan's otherwise precise public story. For many, those blank spaces are the crack in the glass, the one detail that keeps them wondering what's real. Theories about the Giuliano family describe them as private and traditional, the kind of people who'd quietly raise a child to protect everyone involved. If true, it paints a tragic picture. Two lives moving in opposite directions, one rooted in secrecy, the other elevated to global fame. And then comes Noel again, the alleged daughter, the woman who some claim is living in plain sight. Her age matches, her name overlaps, and for believers, that's all it takes. Public fascination with this story isn't just about the claim itself, it's about what it represents. Meghan has branded herself as honest, strong, and unafraid to tell her truth. If even a sliver of this rumor were real, it would contradict everything she stands for. To critics, it's proof she's been hiding something all along. To supporters, it's just another baseless attempt to tear her down. But the internet doesn't care about sides, it cares about stories. And this one has all the ingredients of a viral mystery: secrecy, ambition, betrayal, and royalty. Some online argue that if no Knoll were real, her silence might not be protection, it might be pain. Imagine watching your mother live a global fairy tale while you stay erased from the narrative. That emotional angle is what keeps the rumor alive, because it's not just tabloid gossip anymore, it's human drama. Even Meghan's own words have become ammunition. That one Netflix joke, that one missing year, that one sealed file. Each becomes a breadcrumb in the eyes of believers, leading to a hidden truth no one can confirm. The potential fallout, if any of it were ever proven, would be catastrophic. Imagine a woman in her 30s stepping forward and claiming to be Meghan's child. The media frenzy would be instant and global. Every timeline, every relationship, every royal statement would be ripped apart and re-examined. For Prince Harry, who walked away from the monarchy to protect his family, such a revelation would cut deep, a betrayal not only of him, but of the narrative they've both built around truth and love. And if Meghan did hide it, why? Some say ambition. A teenage pregnancy could have derailed a Hollywood dream. Others say survival. A young woman under pressure, scared of judgment, doing what she thought she had to do. Either way, the theory carries a tragic undertone that makes it hard to dismiss. Meanwhile, the Giuliano family has stayed completely silent. No denial, no clarification. And that silence, whether out of respect or indifference, keeps the story alive. Because in the world of modern fame, silence is never neutral. It's fuel. And as long as those Nevada court records stay sealed, as long as that gap year remains unexplained, the rumor will keep breathing. For Meghan, perception has always been the battlefield. She's been praised as a trailblazer and condemned as manipulative, often in the same headline. This alleged secret daughter sits right at the heart of that divide. To some, proof of hypocrisy. To others, proof of persecution. The truth might never surface, but in the court of public opinion, it doesn't need to. The damage is already done by the idea alone. Because deep down, people don't just crave royal gossip. They crave the fall of perfection. They want the fairy tale to have a dark twist. It makes the story feel more human. And so, whether she's guilty of hiding a child, or simply trapped in another cycle of cruel speculation, Meghan Markle remains the internet's favorite paradox, a woman fighting for truth, haunted by rumors that refuse to die. And in a world where forgotten pasts rarely stay buried, everyone's wondering the same thing. If there really is a daughter out there, how much longer can the truth stay hidden? In recent weeks, chatter about Meghan's alleged missing year resurfaced on Reddit and TikTok after old Nevada court filings were reportedly resealed by request. No proof of anything, but the renewed secrecy has once again reignited the world's fascination. And once again, Meghan Markle finds herself in the same impossible position, defending a story she swears isn't true, against a rumor the internet refuses to let die.